there that night. Have you ever thought about what you might have done if you'd been there that magic night with God's new baby son? Let's listen to the tale again, out back behind the inn, and wonder which part where we might just fit in. There was a baby fast asleep, with a donkey, cows, and sheep, with angels singing sweetly and shepherds traveling fleetly, to a humble little place full of love, joy, and grace, while overhead a shining star led 3 wise men from afar. Here today we show this play of how this special magic day came to us so long ago. Ready, set, and here we go. Once upon a time is how our tale starts out. A young girl named Mary is running all about. No, that's not how the tale goes. No, who can tell the story the right way? All right, I picked John.
I'll tell it the right way. Mary wasn't in charge of lambs or ewes. She wasn't a shepherd. She was, well, I'm not sure what she was exactly, but she wasn't a shepherd. Just a girl who was looking forward to a lot of things in her life, especially her upcoming wedding to the carpenter Joseph. Mary was planning all of the details, from the flowers to the food to her dress. But then one day an angel appeared and told her she needs to make some other plans. The angel's name was Gabe, and he said to her, "Hey, you're going to have a baby." No. That's a horrible thing to want a baby to come crashing down like that. Besides, the baby isn't here yet. You're messing up the whole story. Someone else come tell the tale.
Let me try. We're getting a bit ahead of ourselves here. Where were we? Oh yes. So Mary's going to have a baby, but the thing is that Joseph isn't the baby's father. Confused and hurt, Joe decides that the best way to handle this situation is to simply cancel the wedding with Mary. But that's when an angel came into the picture. One night, as Joe was sleeping blissfully away, No, that's wrong. First off, the guy's name was Joe, not John. Secondly, of course he's sleeping. I just said that. Be quiet and listen. The angel came to him in a dream and told him that Mary's child was the child of the Holy Spirit, and to marry her anyway, and to name the baby Jesus. So Joe canceled the cancellation and stayed with Mary.
My turn. I'll tell the next part. There was this guy, Augustus. He was the... That's not right. Augustus wasn't the Duke of York. York wasn't even there yet. Augustus was the Emperor of Rome, which is like a king. He decided that he needed to know just how many people were there in the empire. He wanted to count them all. But in order to be counted, you had to go your hometown. So Joe packed up Mary, and off they went to Bethlehem.
So y'all will have to sing "O Little Town of Bethlehem."
Still we see thee lie above the deep and dreamless sleep, the silent
descendant of King David. So he and all the other people who were also descendants of David crowded into this small town. And since this was the days before internet, phones, or even reservations, getting a room was a first come, first served kind of thing. Whoever got there first got the room. By the time that Joe and Mary got there,
No room.
you guys finally got it right. There was no room, not the Holiday Inn, the Bethlehem Inn, the Super 8, the Royal Augustus, or even the 5-star King David Golf Resort and Spa.
No room.
I know this next part. Let me talk. So, Mary and Joe are looking for a place to spend the night, and there's...
No room.
Yes, we get the idea. There's no room anywhere. Mary's tired from the journey, and Joe's losing hope. When they finally came to the last inn, they knocked. Joe asked if there was a room.
No.
Joe asked if there was a space on the floor.
No room.
Joe asked if there was a space in the kitchen.
No room.
Joe looked at Mary, who was pale and looked like something was wrong. Look, please, you're the last inn in town. We've got to have somewhere to go. My wife is expecting a baby, like, right now.
It was smelly.
Joe said, I don't care, as long as it's warm. And the innkeeper showed them to the stable.
It was gross.
Joe said, I don't care, as long as it's warm. And the innkeeper showed them to the stable. And there it was that Mary had her baby. And because there wasn't a crib, they laid the child in a feeding trough called a manger and wrapped him up the best that they could.
Stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
The Son of God had just been born. It was a big deal. So God sent some angels to tell people about it. But the people the angels told weren't the rich ones, the famous ones, the kings and queens. Nope. The angels told some shepherds.
Yes, sir, 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the man, one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Bob, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full.
No, that's not right. It wasn't time to shear the sheep. The shepherds were just out in the fields to make sure the sheep didn't wander off. They were counting the sheep and talking about normal stuff when suddenly they heard a funny sound. It was some angels. Don't be afraid. We've got some exciting news for you. And they told the shepherds where to find the new baby, the Son of God. The shepherds were so excited that they ran off, leaving behind their sheep.
Hey!
Now there appeared in the sky a star.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
You're wrong again. This star was not little. In fact, it was huge. It was so huge that 3 wise men started to follow it, knowing that it meant something really important. So they followed the star and followed the star. No. They weren't in buses back then. The wise men arrived on camels or donkeys.
Now the stables were getting pretty crowded. There was Mary and Joe and baby Jesus, of course. Then there was the donkeys, the cow, and sheep, the shepherds, some angels, and the wise men. But you know what? No one cared.
God's greatest gift was here.
What was it?
Baby Jesus, haven't you been listening?
What about the poor sheep?
No one cared. The sheep could be found later. They were all so happy that God's Son was here.
But the wise men were far from home.
No one cared. They could always journey back home. They were all so happy that God's Son was here.
What? It was snowing.
No one cared. The stable was warm. They were all so happy that God's Son was here.
It was gross.
No one cared because they were all so happy that God's Son was here.
It was time to eat.
No. It wasn't time to eat. Well, it's almost time for us to eat. But that's not the point. You guys don't know how to tell a story. I give up. Is the story almost over?
Oh, no.
And so now we end our tale of joy. Joseph, Mary, and a little boy. The shepherds and the wise men, the animals have all been there to see the wondrous birth of the greatest gift on earth. What would you have done if you'd been there, standing in the stables, open air?
Would you with Mary have shouted out with joy when you took your first look at her special little boy?
Would you, with Joseph, have kissed his little head and wondered that he was born inside a tiny shed?
Or would you, with the little lamb, have done your very best to cuddle baby Jesus so he'd keep warm in his rest?
Would you moo with the spotted cow so very loud and clear that it echoed through the hills that Jesus Christ is here?
Or would you, the donkey, have bowed your horsey head and whispered donkey secrets to the baby in his bed?
Would you have sung the loudest of all angels in the sky, so all creatures down below might hear as they pass by?
Would you have been the quickest of all the shepherds on the hill, so that you'd be the first to see the baby sleeping still?
Or would you have been the shining star and therefore been the one to lead the wise men by your light to God's most precious Son?
Would you have been a little town where all our tale took place?
Wow.
And wondered at the shining glow of Jesus' gentle face?
Although we were not there that night or near the manger stall, we still can spread the news about God's greatest gift of all. We still can hoot and holler and sing praises to his name and shout,
I love you, Jesus. I'm so very glad you came.
Christmas means a lot to me. Presents waiting under the tree. The biscuits from God above. Jesus sent to show our Father's love. We want to close our program with a message from all of us. Everybody here have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you.